first of all, the person I spoke to, let's say this, they are in a professional field that gives them access to this type of information where they would be able to know. So I didn't get too specific of info because, so if he's able to go on to like with YouTube creators and state confidently that him and Candace both passed their drug screens, then knowing that's not correct, and knowing that later on if they come out, and I mean, law enforcement can come out anytime and be like, no, they didn't pass their drug screens. But he's still saying that, knowing that. I mean, that just shows you what else, is he lying about? But they did not pass their urine screen, not for a second. I mean, actually, Chris McDonough kind of hinted at that on one of his lives. He said that he knew what they were dirty for, or what they failed for. Candace and Don really did not pass their lie detector and did not pass their urine screens or blood tests, whatever they do, probably blood tests. And considering the situation, they probably want to make sure that it's actually legit. So they're going to do, the best of the best. They're not going to do a urine screen, which is probably less accurate. So anyways, that just shows you basically if they can lie about that, they're more than likely lying about most everything else too. But they failed for, and I did hear one other creator mention this too, and I can't think off the top of my head right this second who mentioned it, but they were correct. But they were correct. They did both fail for crack cocaine. Both failed for marijuana. Okay, no big deal. Who cares really about marijuana these days, anyways? But there was something else that they failed for. Well, I should say that Don failed for specifically. He also failed for meth.
Chris McDonough just confirmed what was in their system. What 3 drugs did I tell you were in their system?
In fact, did they in fact pass any polygraphs? Do we know that for sure?
I know it's in their system, and it's meth, it's coke, and it's weed. They have all 3 in both of them in their system that time.
This is a very difficult case. I've had multiples like this. If you'll see the Brandon Wilson interview that I did with that guy on my channel. That guy killed a 9-year-old little boy in a bathroom in Southern California. I was the case agent on that case. And when I walked out, there were 16 satellite trucks from all around the world. And so these high profile cases like this, I'm very familiar with. So that shed, in my opinion, is significant. Now, there may be nothing in there. I know there were a couple of folks that had gone in there. But that shed played a role early on in Summer's life, somewhere.
So, and Donnie, when he started talking about it, he was all pissed off. I could hear it in his voice, and he even said, I'm just so mad. I'm so pissed off at Mary, but why? Why be pissed off about something like that? That's just a theory, unless it's true. Maybe it's true. Maybe that's why he's so mad.
I mean, I think it's a lot of people's theory that there was some type of trafficking involved, and as far or them, and I think it's pretty telling that you guys know Donnie way more than any of us could or anybody. This is a lady called True Tragedies, and I just started watching her today, and she is really good. I like her. We share a lot of the same opinions.
sell his, okay, he had a set of first a daughter and a son. One, I believe, was like in her months, and the other one was a 2-year-old, I believe. He tried to sell his 2-year-old son for heroin back in the day, and he did sell him, and the mom had to go back and get the son. Also, his son, that son that was sold and gotten back, that son is now in prison for raping a 14-year-old. Are you getting the picture of SA now?
Yeah.
Okay. Was 19, he was 41. His name was Andrew. Candace then had 2 children, Andrew and Candace. She named them. One was 2 years old, one was 6 months old. The 2-year-old was hit in the back of the head with a baseball bat and brain damage for the rest of his life. The 6-month-old was beaten every inch of her life. Both of those children were taken from her, placed in foster care, immediately adopted out boys. Candace told Hunter when she picked the 15-year-old and gave him alcohol that day that they were at work with Dad. Dawn has now told a different story that they were at home. Then Candace changes her story that they were at home. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Point blank. This is how
and see if anybody else contacted Dog, and you know what? No one else contacted Dog. I went all the way down Twitter and nobody did. Only 9 other people tweeted my tweet. Nobody contacted Dog through Twitter at all.
Last night, I had a chat with Mary, Donwell's stepsister. We were chatting about the video where Summer is dancing in front of the red barrel and how she clearly looks directed. I think we can all agree that Summer was being directed by someone in that video. She said that Dawn's biological sister, Sonia, was visiting Dawn a week before Summer vanished.
Dawn's probably going to go to prison for a very long time. Just on the SA allegations alone. With his sister, visiting him in jail recently, and then going to Utah and giving a statement in relationship to his case. I'm going to save the information because Mary's going to tell everybody, but she basically just poured gas on the fire and sealed his fate.
Tell me what to do, you motherfucking Pluto. And I'll tell you something, you son of a bitch. I'm the best bitch that's ever been. And next time you lay your head down, you better think about this fucking crown that Queen Bee wears was on her head for dignity of what I said.